Oh hello, it's Sunday the 2nd of February and as always happens on these series, I'm in the middle of the sea. Oh hello, welcome back to Richard Vlogs Disney. My name is Richard, I make Disney vlogs. Obviously Roberta is in bed like a sane person because it is 10 to 7 in the morning. I have specifically woken myself up to come down and watch the sunrise. Look at that. I can't explain how quickly it's coming up. I thought I had time, but I just barely made it outside. Sunrises at sea are just the best. The light is beautiful. As you can see, obviously the sun has come out, the sky is blue, unlike the grey day we had yesterday in Port Canaveral. Today is day 1 sea day. We have 3 sea days on this sailing, so today is the first sea day. We have no plans. I think this vlog is going to be 2 days worth of just random things we do during our time at sea as we make our way down to Tortola. The light's so good, right? Also, excuse the hat, sorry, you don't get to see the bed hair that's under here. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. As I already said, my name's Richard, I make Disney vlogs. If that's something that you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell notification, like the video maybe, if you have liked it. If you haven't liked it, then I'm sorry. And yeah, thank you so much. Anyway, I'm just gonna enjoy this. When I said we are in the middle of the sea, I truly meant we're in the middle of the sea. There is nothing that way apart from the Atlantic Ocean. We have come right round to the other side of the Bahamas as we make our way down to the Virgin Islands. It's so quiet. I don't feel like I can talk out loud, but the Grand Hall is empty. You may not be an insane person like me and wake up at 7 o'clock on a sea day because you're a sane person, but it is always a good time to see the ship as empty as possible. And now we have music, 7 o'clock. Just as it hit 7 o'clock, all of the music and lights came on in the Grand Hall. So there you go. If you wonder why the music's not on if you get up really early, if you're a moron like me. I can't say I recommend getting up this early on a sea day on your holiday, but if you do, it is a good chance to see the ship as empty as possible because it's very quiet right now. Obviously most people are sanely in bed. Just a little update about Mickey's main sail from yesterday. I will go in and do a little tour today, but it was very busy, as you saw. I think part of that is because everybody on this cruise has some stateroom credit because of the change right in itinerary, so that probably meant a few people were like trying to spend that money. They did say they had stock of stuff, so maybe don't feel like you have to run there unless there's something it's like a make or break for your trip. I think you can be fine to go back the next day, and they said it would be dead, and well, it's not open right now, so obviously it's dead, but the queue didn't go away all night. Like, it was there until we were queuing to go in for dinner at 8. I love the elevators. Hello. Look at the ship is so photogenic. I've just been spamming photos on my iPhone because it's just this light and the deck being empty and stuff makes such a great photo up. I've come up to the top deck, obviously. I have a cup of tea. I was very surprised and what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that's windy. I was very surprised and happy, I guess, with the selection of tea that they had. I thought it would just be like English breakfast tea, but no, there was loads of peppermint, Earl Grey, decafs, chai, lots of different tea bags, so I was happy with that. Got myself an Earl Grey, and I'm just walking. I can't. Oh God. I know it's super easy to laugh at grown men, me, just being really happy about being somewhere, but I cannot express how happy being here makes me. I don't know if it's being here that's making me feel like this. I mean, I am obviously happy to be here, I also think it's the sun. It's slightly euphoric. If you are and you are British or you live in the UK, you know how grey and miserable our winters are. And honestly, the sun is just like a drug. Anyway, I'm just still wondering. I know this is very rambly. Look how calm this sea is. It's just the smallest amount of movement, really nothing at all. Sailing at different times of year, depending where you are in the world and where you want to go, can make a big difference. Hurricane season is always a potential thing here in the Caribbean, but ships stay way clear of hurricanes, they don't sail through them. The winter is actually generally a pretty good time. You can get the odd storm, but for the most part, winter is pretty calm. It's when I normally cruise and I don't have really any problems. Roberta is awake. We are going to get some breakfast. We're going to sit-down breakfast. We're going to go to 1923 for a sit-down breakfast rather than Cabanas, because I assume the Cabanas is probably pretty insane right now. So
You mean Marceline?
I do mean Marceline Market. It's habit. You can't break habit. We got a nice window seat for breakfast. I went for the DCL Express, which is essentially just a big breakfast. Roberta has some fruit and some yogurt. Breakfast was very nice. It is nice to have the sit-down breakfast rather than elbowing people in Marceline Market. It's not always like that, to be fair, but I just felt like today, first morning, it was going to be pretty busy up there. We're going to go and get a coffee now. We're going to head up to Cove and just find a nice place to sit for a while. Aladdin is on Funnel Vision, which seems thematically consistent. Cove. We have coffee and we have sun lounges, but we're right by the end of the Aquamouse, and it's just the like exit audio over and over again. I think Roberta's going to be saying it in her sleep. Yeah, this is like an annoyance with this bit of the ship, that you have to sit and listen to that over and over again. They're about to sound the ship's horn. So every day at 12 o'clock they sound the horns. That's what that was just then. That was A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, the Star Wars theme, and the new Disney Treasure specific horn, which is Grim Grinning Ghosts, because of the Haunted Mansion Parlour. Captain Andy just came on and said basically we're all on schedule, moving along fine. He said the weather is as good as it gets for this part of the world in February, so I'm pretty happy with that. It is nice and warm outside. We have a trivia now. We're going to go downstairs and try and win our, I say first Mickey medallion of the sailing, that we ever win any. Win something. So it's Disney Cruise Line trivia, and that's down in Skipper Society, so that's where we're going now. The thing with having the trivia in the bar is you end up getting a drink. Roberta's gone non-alcoholic. This is the Navigator's iced tea, which is iced Earl Grey tea and a bunch of other things. This is Safari So Good. This is rum, banana, coconut, cream. It's all blended up with ice. I'm not normally an alcohol at 12-15 kind of dude, or really ever, but I love banana flavoured things, and this just looked too good to pass up. They didn't lie. It is so good. It is so good. May have found my drink of the cruise.
And now let's see who has won.
16, it's not bad. 4 wrong.
Anyone can go higher than 19? No? Fantastic. We have a winner, everybody!
We have the first cone of the cruise. Like on the Wish, the ice cream is not self-serve on the Treasure. It's served for you, which is probably, in thinking about it, a good thing, because kids tend to play with the ice cream machines. But it just makes it a longer line, and I would just want more ice cream all of the time. We walked past the barbecue place on the pool deck, and I just decided, I was like, I could eat again. That's what cruises are for, right? Sure, we had a full breakfast like 2 hours ago. Who cares? Who cares? I think last time I recorded we were in Skipper Society. We have left and come back because we are going to learn how to draw Donald Duck. These never normally go too well for me. Move your hand, move your hand. No, show it.
Nothing to see.
the millennial urge to draw this thing every time you have paper and pencil. There's Roberta's. She signed hers Quack. This one is mine. He looks like he's on Quack. I don't know if it's something about the mouth that's just not quite right. But anyway,
Like it's missing a nose or something.
well, it looks like he's missing teeth. But anyway, this is the reference image that we followed along with the video. Makes it seem so easy. And of course, this isn't my glass, by the way. It makes me look like an alcoholic. And of course, we have to sign the artwork. Our Crack Duck. It's a bit later, I think, since we last spoke. I have no idea. I haven't really been paying attention to the camera. But it is almost showtime. It's just coming up to 6 o'clock. Showtime is at 6:30. I think they start letting you in at 6. We'll find out in a minute. But it is Seize the Adventure, which is like the variety show on this class of ship. So it's on the Wish as well. And it's like little clips of Disney films and stuff. It's a great show. It is showtime. Not a space that we get to show very often because you can't film during showtime, but it is a beautiful theatre. Anyway, it is showtime, so I will speak to you after. It's a great show. It's so good. Dinner tonight is in Worlds of Marvel. I have changed my shirt for the 3rd time today. It is formal night, not that it's really enforced on Disney, but it is formal night, so there are some people very dressed up. If I remember correctly, this was my least favourite of the restaurants on the Wish. So I'll be interested to give it another go and see if it's any different. But I remember it being kind of sensory overload. It's like a very loud animator's palette. There's lots of screens and superhero things happening. And welcome into Worlds of Marvel, along with our tables Quantum Core. You can get a drink in one of these, not that big, because that's really big, it probably doesn't show on camera. I already have it, but I kind of want it again. I'm going to see if I can get it without I remember the drink being really good, but I don't need another Quantum Core, so I'm going to find out if I can get it without. It may not be my favourite restaurant on this class, but it may have my favourite plate. So I was able to get the Quantum Core sipper drink without the Quantum Core, because I already have one and I don't need another one. But this is vanilla ice cream, mango, pineapple, and popping candy. I am 5.
You know what? I need to breathe, find my chi. I just need 15 minutes to. Hi, I'm Scott Lang. But you might know me as Ant-Man.
And I am Van Dyne, the Wasp. Friday, initiate power-up sequence.
Target acquired. Quantum cores are online. Prepare to push your buttons.
Ready? In 3, 2, 1, activate!
Why did that enlarge and the suitcase shrunk?
I probably should not have wired the remote targeting protocol.
Our first course is here. I've gone for the potato soup, which looks very good. Roberta has the shrimp, which I'm pretty sure we had on the Wish. This is the only course where we have different dishes, so from now on, it's the same.
Friday? Bring up one of the egg cans.
On it.
He shrunk
What
us.
just happened?
Scott, were you playing with the regulator again?
I just wanted to surprise you.
Oh, you did. Honey, you shrunk the ship. Listen, Scott, I'm standing here with the captain.
Mark? Mara?
No.
Crunch?
No! Scott is the captain of the cruise ship. He want to have a chat with us about what just happened.
our main course for both of us is the chicken schnitzel. This is what we had on the Wish. And then the final course for today is the key lime pie. See if I can get a good angle on it. It's a pretty thick wedge.
Oh, what? Friday?
Our airspace has been breached.
They look like...
Flying robots.
Analyzing. Ultron. An android obsessed with destroying the Avengers and wiping out all of mankind.
You must be here for the quantum course. Well, he sure isn't here for the chicken tenders.
Target acquired.
Hit your buttons now! That guy over there still eating? Yeah, he'll up. Hey Scott, what's your status? What's my status? Super cool. We're all clear on the deck, so we'll head back to base. Hey kid, good job. You're on cleanup duty.
I have curfew tonight. So cool.
We are back at the room, of course, and we have a towel creation of some kind. I'm really bad at identifying the animals. I'm borderline regretting getting up to watch the sunrise this morning, but I think it was worth it in the long run. Dinner was good. It's still my least favourite on this class of ship. Hello. Yeah, it's still my least favourite menu of the 3 main menus of the restaurants. The chicken is okay. It's just considering it's the dish that he recommended, that was like recommended to us. The steak in 1923 is so good and is worth the recommend. The chicken is just kind of average.
That whole, I feel like, dish was very dry.
Yes. Yeah, it's just there's not a huge amount of interesting flavours to it at all. I would say if I was going to skip one of the main dining room main menus, because each dining room has like a secondary menu for the like next time that you go there, I would probably skip that one. But then we haven't been to Coco yet, and I'm not sure what Coco is like because I'm just thinking of Frozen on the Wish, and I don't know what Coco is going to be like. But that's probably going to be it for tonight because I'm flagging. So I think I'm going to have an early night. Try not to get up too early tomorrow so I can have a later night tomorrow. But this isn't even the end of the vlog because this is just halfway, because this is a 2-parter double feature, both sea days. So see you in the morning. Oh hello, Monday 3rd of February, middle of the sea, you know the drill. Hello, welcome back to the same vlog. I don't know why I'm talking like this is the start of a new vlog. It is not, it is a continuation of the vlog. I can't close this door, 1 second. There we go. We're still at sea. We have slowed down quite a bit. They did say we would yesterday. We're not nearly there, but we're most of the way there. And so they just shut down an engine and just sailing on 2. We've also skipped forward an hour, which my watch, phone, all electronics have not kept up with. So we are an hour earlier than the ship time. So I think we are. They are an hour ahead of us, yeah. Which I think means we missed a sit-down breakfast. But that's fine. Put glasses on. We're going to go up to Marceline Market and see what they got up there. We managed to get a seat in Marceline by the window and I had to get the Mickey waffle, of course, but I just gone for a sort of a standard breakfast. Roberta's gone more Mickey waffle heavy on her breakfast. Like I said, we did move a time zone, so you have to make sure that you are matching ship time, which is in the cruise line app. If you do change time zones, that's where you would go to check what the ship time is. The app doesn't compensate because I just got a notification of something that I'd like favorited, that an event that was about to start, and it was an hour ago. So just remember, basically. We found some nice comfortable seats down by the front of the ship. This is Current's bar, and we kind of haven't moved since. Welcome to Sea Days. We are going to go soon, I think. We have some things highlighted in the app, and as much as I could sit here all day, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to. So we are going to start going out soon and actually doing some things. But sea days, this is what sea days are. It's just coming up to 12 o'clock, which means the Haunted Mansion Parlour is about to open. So we're going to go in there as it opens to try and get there when it's not busy and hopefully get a seat because, oh, there's a crowd. Maybe everyone else has had the same idea. It's so dark in here, but it's also so awesomely themed.
Swing wait. I'll be expecting me. I'll see you all a little later.
Like all of the menus on the ships now, we are on an iPad. I'm looking specifically for the Spirit Free. There we go. How awesome these cups are. Roberta just unlocked a secret menu. If you look at the bottom, it says, tip and turn this book of spells. Your spirit yearns for the secrets it tells. And then you turn the menu around and we got a different page. And you can rap on a table. It's time to respond. Send us a message from somewhere beyond. And you get, I mean, it would be awesome if I just made that happen, but that's not what it does. You just get a new menu open up with a different drink available in this, what I assume is a souvenir cup. Roberta is trying the chilling challenge, but I'm really loving the names of the drinks. So cool. I think they knocked this out of the park. This is, I think, a much better use of this part of the ship than the Star Wars lounge on the Wish. This ship has so many Parks references already. Obviously Skipper Society in here. There's Parks music playing around the ship, I've noticed in certain places, so it is very Parks heavy anyway. But this is incredible. This is the best place on the ship, I think, by far. So had to reopen the menu to remember what we've got here. This one is the Ghostly Retreat. This is Creepy Crawly Cola, Grenadine Black Cherry, Eyeball Gummies. So Cherry Coke. This one is the more interesting one. I don't think the light shows it off very well, but this is condensed milk, oat milk, tapioca pearls, Wonderlust Shimmer, which I'm assuming is some kind of, I don't know what that is, and some eyeballs in the top. Roberta's comes in and in a box. Go on in, flip it open. Ooh, look at that. That's very cool. So this is Roberta's drink. See what it's like. Okay, it's like a sour. I'm not normally a fan of tequila-based drinks, but actually you can't really taste it. That's really good. Of my two non-alcoholic drinks, this one I think is my favourite. This one is cherry cola, really, honestly. But this one is, it just tastes like cereal milk, but in a good way. It is decidedly quieter in here now, so actually maybe getting here at 12 was not the best idea because everyone did, but it's now about 1 o'clock and it's emptied out a bit, so there you go, little tip for you. Yeah, I love it. 10 out of 10, 50 out of 50, 100 out of 100, however you want to score it, it's a winner.
Okay, now what we have for you this afternoon is a Disney Choose Live trivia, but we're doing it a little different. As you have noticed, there is no paper and pencil for this trivia. Everyone can use ooh. Yeah, so how about this? Nobody's gonna know how bad you did at this trivia this afternoon.
That was Disney Music Trivia Live in the Grand Hall, which was absolutely packed. If you didn't see, everyone was singing. It's not a cult. It was just good. That was just like a really good event. Matt who played the piano, has been on, I would say, the majority of the cruises that we have been on. We've definitely seen him many times before. Very, very good at what he does. So look out for him if you're coming on any Disney cruise, because he seems to be on every ship at the same time. Oh, well, they weren't scoring the trivia, luckily, because we were terrible. We have no other plans other than just existing until dinner, which is in Coco, which is great because that's a brand new thing that we haven't done yet. Should we just go find a seat? The C band are on. I don't suffer from seasickness really badly, but it is just moving a bit. I thought you'd fallen, but you lost a shoe.
My shoe went first.
It is just, there's just a very gentle, like, it's more up and down as the ship goes like up and over. It's not side to side. But yeah, so the sea bands are on. I don't know if they actually work or if it's all completely a placebo, but it just makes me feel, just tell myself, you don't feel sick. You don't feel sick. Shall we have a little look at the merchandise, or the bits of merchandise that are good? We have Spirit jerseys. This one's very shiny, so it's all sequins. Yeah, that is quite. Yeah, that one's a thick old Spirit jersey, that one, but very sequiny. This is part of a treasure collection that has a lot of bedazzling.
Rumour has it, when you open this treasure, Bruno Mars treasure plays.
I thought you were saying something actually like...
I am, I just can't open it, so I guess you'll never know.
Okay. We have Disney... okay, Bruno. We have Disney Treasure Nike stuff. Quarter zip, polos, another patterned polo. This is the Spirit jersey that Roberta bought, and I think this is the best one, in my opinion.
I think the Disney Wish one is nice.
Yeah, but that was different as well, wasn't it, than the other ones?
But because they're sister ships, they should have kept that together.
Yeah, true. I feel like they're all moving to this design though, aren't they? We have Disney Treasure water bottles, which I like, apart from this lid. That's just too much. We have Adventurer Mickey and Minnie plushes. Notebooks. Disney Treasure t-shirts in both adult and child. A men's adult shirt with adventurer characters. An adventurer Minnie / Mickey headband. It's actually kind of cute.
It's Minnie.
I like it. Ah. So you get Minnie headband, Mickey hat. It's kind of Indiana Jones style. There is a lounge fly for the Disney Treasure. We have pins. Many different pin patterns. There's lots of Vacation Club stuff currently on sale. I don't know if this is left over from the Vacation Club cruise. There's also some multi-boards here, so 3 and 4 pin sets. I think this one's possibly the nicest set. Ship models. This is a mug style that's available on all of the ships, and they have one for the treasure. It has the stern characters and the name. Another treasure loungefly here. Over here we have a bit more of the inaugural stuff. So there is a blanket here, or a throw. That's what it looks like. And yes, the music in here is from Hollywood Studios. It is the Hollywood Studios entrance music. We have a Christmas tree ornament, which in itself is nice, but weird to see in February. We have an inaugural Mickey statue, inaugural picture frames, another statue.
Minnie's eating his cheek.
We have models of the Atrium statue. Something for everyone in the $18,000 Swarovski Crystal Aladdin and Jasmine. Take 2, why not? This is a nice notebook. How much are you? $24.99. Yeah, that's not too bad. I like that one. There's another mug over here. again, $24.99. This is a Tervis. This is nice. I really like this one. This one is... Can you focus? $39.99 plus tax. Well, no plus tax. Because at C, there's a selection of ears. These ones we looked at earlier with the other bedazzled stuff, but there's the Disney Treasure specific ears with the Stern characters. And then these ones are also Disney Treasure specific, and there is a Spirit jersey with a very similar pattern and colour. Caps of different styles, including, again, that kind of pattern and colour. Now we're into more generic 2025 Disney Cruise Line stuff. Not really for me, I'm never really a fan of this year-based stuff, but it exists, so there it is. And then this is the rest of the inaugural season stuff, including said Spirit jersey, as hinted at earlier. Some further inaugural sailing merch. A postcard, which I just think that's just nice art there. I wish that was available in something bigger, because that's nice. We have keychains. See if I can get it so I'm not covering half of it. There we go. Magnets. Some more t-shirts. Polos for the inaugural sailing. There's a very nice pocket watch. This one's $250, which isn't too bad, I guess, for a nice timepiece, but when are you ever going to wear a pocket watch? This mug is very nice, but it's from the maiden voyage. And we are not on said maiden voyage, so I get why they're still selling them, if they still have some left. I think this is a really nice mug. It has a really nice pattern, but personally I wouldn't buy something from a trip I didn't take. That one's $24.99. Bob Weiss's book called Dream Chasing, so if you're into Imagineering, it might be something worth picking up. I might pick up a copy of this. If the other ship model was too small for you, here's a $400 gold Disney Treasure.
I reckon it's bronze.
It's possibly bronze. There's also crystals as the portholes, so, you know, for your mantelpiece maybe. We are in Plaza de Coco for dinner tonight, the location of the longest corridor on the ship. And welcome to Plaza de Coco. This is all about where you sit in this restaurant, because it is a show. I do feel like it's better laid out than on the Wish. I feel like there's less bad seats, the posts seem less intrusive. I feel like maybe they took that on board. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't particularly looking forward to this menu, but the more I look at it, I'm actually kind of liking a few things. So obviously we'll go through what we've got. I'm also very excited about the show. The Frozen restaurant on the Wish was my favourite. That show is great, and I'm looking forward to seeing if this is just as good. So rather than bread service, we get tortilla chips here, which I'm happy with.
Hola! Come, bienvenidos everyone. It's almost time to eat. Welcome to Santa Cecilia! We are so excited to have you all here to celebrate and help prepare for Dia de Muertos. That is why I want to start this evening by introducing my favorite musician, my son, Miguel!
Señores y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. Be here with you tonight, easy joy, qué alegría. For this music is my language and the world es mi familia. Music is my language and the world es mi familia.
And we have an appetizer. This is the chorizo croquettes. I ordered a specialty drink in this restaurant. This is the horchata. It's not alcoholic, but it's like cinnamony, vanilla-y milk, and it's wonderful.
Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
We have quite a bit of variation tonight on the mains. So Roberta's gone for the vegetarian tacos. I have double ordered a main because I couldn't decide. So this is the beef short rib. That's a terrible shot, but this is the beef short rib, which looks incredible. And then this is the pork.
Help me out with this one, everyone! Señoras y señores, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenas tardes, buenas noches, señoritas y señores. For this music is my language and the world es mi familia.
But I definitely recommend when you're coming in or leaving Plaza del Coco that you look through the corridor and the ofrenda and just look at all of the details because it's very good. For example, here there is the space where the guitar was taken from. You have song lyrics and letters to Coco. We have towel creation number 3, turtle. I'm back at the mirror. Hello. We actually made it to nearly midnight tonight. I feel like we finally cracked the jet lag. That was 2 sea days. Well, I say 2 sea days. 2 random bits of sea days. Not sure exactly how well that all went together, but I hope that gave you a flavour of 1, what sea days are like, 2, things to do on the treasure, 3, the spaces, some of the spaces at least. The ship is like a Parks fan's dream, and the Haunted Mansion Parlour may be the best cruise line bar lounge of the entire fleet. Like, that place is insanely awesome. Tomorrow we finally get back to dry land. We are in Tortola in the Virgin Islands. We do have a port adventure, so plans, actual things to do, places to explore. So make sure you like, subscribe, bell, you know the drill. Otherwise, we will see you in the next one very soon. Bye. Oh, hello. It's Tuesday, the 4th of February, and we are in the British Virgin Islands. Hello, welcome back to Richard Vlogs Disney. My name's Richard. I make Disney vlogs, obviously. Roberta's in there. Welcome to Tortola. Welcome to the British Virgin Islands. Wow. It looks nice, doesn't it? Let me spin you around. I had planned or hoped to get up to watch us come in this morning, but we got here at like 7 AM. Like earlier, actually. I think my phone pinged that I had signal at like 5 something, so that wasn't going to happen. We have a port adventure today, but it doesn't start until 1 PM. So we have the morning, we're going to go get some breakfast. I think the plan is to get off, have a little wander around the immediate port area, take pictures, that kind of stuff, and then come back onto the ship until 1 o'clock, make use of hopefully an emptier ship, and then go on our port adventure. We came up to Cove to get coffee, and you have a much better view up here of the rest of the island. Looking down there, it does look like there's a little port / dock area, so we're going to go explore that in a bit. Before we head out, it's a good opportunity to talk about our amazing magnets from Indigo Dinosaur. I will put the link in the description. They are awesome, super good quality, all personalized if I can do the camera right. So go and check them out. And it was only 2 sea days, but something that it's nice to be somewhere that's not, you know what I mean. And it's nice to see the ship. I always love looking at the ships from down here. You get a real sense of the actual scale of the things when you're down on like a pier side. First chance also to have a really good look at the stern characters. We'll get a better look, I think, at Castaway and maybe even at Lighthouse. I'm not sure what the views there are like, but I think this is a good one. I like this. There is a little port area here with food and shops. Looks like your standard cruise shopping, so lots of jewellery, lots of watches, lots of alcohol. Not the kind of things that we normally go shopping for on a cruise or otherwise, but we are just hunting for souvenirs, magnets mostly. Magnets are the thing that we always get whenever we go somewhere new, just something to remember a place by. So this is our British Virgin Islands magnet that we just picked up. It's not the biggest port area, definitely been to bigger ones, so maybe this is a good place to book a port adventure if you are coming here and you want to get more than 100 meters away from the ship. I think you can walk out, obviously there is an exit just over here, but I don't think there's much outside these walls. I guess we'll find out later and I'll let you know. We're going to get back on for a bit. We've got 2 hours to our port adventure, so we're just going to use this as a chance to relax in hopefully an emptier ship, kind of small port area. We haven't gone outside of the gated little bit of the port until our port adventure, so if I see anything else that looks like it's worth going out, I'll say, but otherwise I definitely think book a port adventure here. And we're back off the ship, ready for our port adventure. When you do have a port adventure, they give you a sticker. We have Pongo, and then you just look for the cast member with the Pongo sign. I'm quite liking the 1 o'clock port adventure start time. It means we've got the morning to sort of relax, wander around off the ship for a bit, have breakfast, lays in nice comfortable chairs while other people are off, and now we get the second half of our day doing something. I think I prefer that to the other way round, which it normally is, which is early start for port adventures, but then you come back before, you know, mid-afternoon. This is preferable, I think.
Christopher Columbus on his second voyage to Japan by the name of Ken Late, 55 years ago. So you could imagine how small looking.
You can see the ship.
We have stopped for a photo stop. Look at this view.
Don't you feel it freezing up there? 80 degrees up there. You have to keep moving, else you're gonna freeze to death. I don't like it up there, it's too cold. We have 60 up there.
This island just here, that's St. Thomas, that's the US Virgin Islands, that's the other place the Eastern Caribbean itinerary normally goes, but not on this cruise. And then, I don't think you can make it out on the camera, but just behind there you can see the highest point in Puerto Rico, which is 60 miles away. And this is where we've come to. This is Sage Mountain National Park. It's the highest point on Tortola, so we're about to go for a 1 mile hike. When they said a hike, they really did mean a hike. Wear your old shoes. I feel like Indiana Jones. Boulder's gonna run down the mountain at me in a minute. The guide handed us this bay leaf to smell. It smells incredible. He said they use it for tea and spices. I feel like I'm on an episode of Lost. It was a bit muddy. How are we doing over there? Yeah, a bit muddy. I was talking to the guide. He said that this is the rainy season in the Virgin Islands. I wondered if it'd be more like Florida, where the rainy season was in summer, but it's not. It's winter. We are now at the beach. A lot of excursions normally end with some beach time. I've used it as a chance to try and clean my shoes a bit. Didn't go well. We're here for an hour by the time we got here from the hike. It's about an hour, and it includes the lounger. More for the umbrella, if you want to use the umbrella. We don't, because there's a bit of cloud here now, but that actually kind of makes it nice, because it's just pretty chill and a good temperature and nice and shady. That was not the excursion that we expected at all. Okay, we definitely could have done some research maybe, but I feel like the description of the excursion does not prepare you for how actually strenuous it was, and it was very muddy, as you saw by the shoes. So I'm not sure I would necessarily recommend it. The other thing that was kind of annoying about it is that the viewing platform that we were supposed to go to get the really nice view isn't there anymore. It blew down apparently during a hurricane. So you basically just walk through a lot of jungle. I think maybe in the dry season, if it wasn't muddy, it wouldn't have been a problem really. There's some steps and stuff, but the problem was the mud and the slippiness of the mud coupled with the strenuousness of the walk, which made it kind of hard to do. So I think in the summer maybe it would be okay. In the winter or the rainy season, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If we ever come back here again, I will look for another excursion, I think. Looks like we picked a good time to start heading back to the ship. It's better that direction-ish. Not so good that direction.
On your bottom left, this is the last look at the capital. The British was announced. Welcome.
We are back at the ship. The weather is interesting. There's rain showers all around. It makes it look really dramatic on the viewfinder. I don't know how well that's going to come across, but it looks very dramatic. The temperature has really dropped since it rained. It's much cooler now. I have a feeling it's one of those places that if it rains and then the sun comes back out, it's just going to be humid forever. We're half an hour before the all aboard time. We're going to get upstairs, have a quick change, go up, sail away, go back down and shower, because we need to shower covered in mud. It is just about time. We are 10 minutes from the all aboard time. There's still a few people down there getting off what I assume are... It is nearly time. We are about 10 minutes from the all aboard time. There's still a few people down there getting off these catamarans, which I assume are from Port Adventures, bringing them back from beaches and other places. The weather is looking interesting still. A mix of rain, blue sky, more blue sky, possibly more rain. We ordered a couple of the drinks of the day. This is the Sunken Treasure, which is coconut rum, melon liqueur, blue curacao, pineapple juice, orange juice and Sprite. The drink of the day is in the app. You can also buy those cups on the first day. We did buy one, and then if you bring the cup, then the drink is larger, you get like more. Definitely accidentally left the cup down in the room because wasn't planning to get the drink of the day. We are going. The engines are on. So long to Tortola. To Tortola. We're still leaving, but we've made the executive decision to move forward because it's starting to rain now, and the only way back from Cove to the rest of the ship is outside, and if it rains heavy, you can get very wet. It was a dramatic place to sail out of, that's for sure. It looks beautiful. I forgot to say, Captain Andy came on the intercom and told us about our trip up to Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. Always want to say it the wrong way around. 700-ish nautical miles, I can't remember the exact number, but essentially we have to go full speed to get there. So it's going to be a very fast moving ship tonight, which I like because it looks cool when you're like cutting through the waves. He did also say it's going to be quite rocky, potentially up to 8-foot seas, which he said nothing to get too excited about. That is the point that you really do start to feel it, I feel like. I don't know how much the camera is compensating for me moving it from side to side, but again, the sea bands will probably go on tonight. But we've got another sea day tomorrow. Normally on the Eastern Caribbean, you would go to St. Thomas next, which is in the US Virgin Islands. It's 20 miles away, so basically the ship could like just float there overnight. I think they basically go out and just round in a circle and bring you back. But normally you would go to St. Thomas. We were supposed to, of course, be going to Puerto Rico, but that got cancelled, as explained in the Embarkation Day episode. The berth that we were supposed to be taking up is no longer available. So, and that's only 50 miles away. So again, probably would have just gone out, rounded circles and back out again. That rain band looked so much worse than it actually was. It was like a sprinkling, but it looked like it was about to absolutely pour down. But no, it didn't. There's been a distinct lack of horn action on this cruise, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if they're still testing all of the horns, but we didn't play anything leaving. My hope is that we will play them leaving a mix of Lighthouse and Castaway. It's dinner time. We're back in Walt Disney in 1923. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot to film the starter, so you don't get to see the shrimp, but I've double ordered dinner again because I couldn't decide. So we have the lobster tail here, and then over here we have the venison. I almost did it again. Can you tell? I started without showing you. This is apple pie. You don't really need to see it. Roberta has the creme brulee. But yeah, I was too busy eating it to show you. We have an elephant tonight. I can identify this one pretty easily. There is an elephant in the room. That one's pretty easy to identify, I'm not gonna lie. More chocolate, we'll add that to the collection. And when I say added to the collection, I really do mean it. Also tonight they're giving us back our hour that they took from us on our way down, which is nice, so we get an extra hour in bed. How generous. There you go. Mirror time. That turned into a day that I didn't really expect. I'm not gonna lie, I when I booked the hike, they definitely made it seem like it was relatively peaceful and serene. You know, we're gonna drive you up a hill, you can walk for a bit, great views, drive back down. Sounds good. That's not what it was. It was definitely more strenuous than was advertised. When I went back to read the description on the Disney Cruise Line website, it was a lot different than I remember it being. But we live, we learn, we make mistakes, we go on random 1 mile hikes through some kind of subtropical British island, British Virgin Islands, rainforests.
Mudslide.
Yeah. You know, who among us hasn't taken an accidental hike? Otherwise, I mean, it was a nice port stop. I definitely still recommend that you're going to want to book something if you go to Tortola, because outside of the small port area, I didn't really see anything on the drive that would make me want to go out of the port area. To be honest, if and I need to check because we weren't very good at booking port adventures on this trip, but if there's something that takes you on that drive, because the drive itself was
just to drive around an island within the safari bus, I think would have been nice.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, by the time we got back onto the bus from the hike, I was like, I don't even want to go to this beach anymore.
No,
Please just take me back to the
ship.
To the ship.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be on this beach.
I mean, they did. The beach was also at the end of the chocolate tour we did on our Western Caribbean cruise on the Fantasy. So it seems to be like a standard end of excursion port adventure thing. It's like, we'll take you somewhere, then we'll take you to a beach. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the port adventures are beach related, but if there is something that's a bit more of an open tour bus, absolutely. The tour was really cool. It was nice to drive around the island, great views. I know
Up the mountain was nice.
Yeah, I think you can also rent cars. I saw a few people with like rented Jeeps.
In the port.
Yeah, so even if you're confident in driving around on your own, possibly still also a good thing to do. The roads are insane. Like, he wasn't lying when he said that it's a natural roller coaster. The roads are insane, but there's definitely something to do there. I just wouldn't recommend the hike. Otherwise, it's a day off tomorrow because it's another sea day, and I already vlogged 2 sea days, and I really don't think there's going to be much more going on sea day wise. We were, of course, supposed to be in Puerto Rico, but we're not. We're motoring away from Puerto Rico at the moment. So we will see you at Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point on whatever day of the week that is. Wednesday? Thursday? Who knows? It's a day. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.